everyone, and welcome back to Empkin Gardening. Today is a glorious spring day and we are going to be pruning our blueberry bushes. I just wanted to talk about our blueberry bushes a little bit. There's northern and southern high bush blueberries. We have the northern ones. It all depends on the amount of chill hours that categorizes those two different types. And in the northern high bush, the chill hours would start in the last frost in the fall. Sorry, the first frost in the fall and then the last frost in springtime. Gives it the longest amount of chill hours, times where the plant can be dormant, compared to the southern varieties, which have significantly less. With the northern high bush, you can have early blooming, middle of the season blooming, and late blooming. All of the northern varieties are also self-pollinating, self-fertile, so you don't need multiples of different varieties of that same kind of blooming time in order for them to produce blueberries. It is helpful though, and that is something that we're going to be trying to incorporate more into our garden, is more blueberries, because we think it will really significantly amp up our harvest number. We have two different times of bloomings with these blueberry bushes. This one right in front of me, it's a little bit larger, and this is actually an early bloomer but a middle season ripened fruit time. So when we show you close up, you'll be able to tell the buds are all budded up, they're ready to bloom. It's going to be blooming early, but we're not going to be seeing a lot of fruit production, and especially fruit ripening, until like middle of the season. I don't remember what variety name this was, but I'm pretty sure it was a Patriot variety. This little one right next to it, I'm 100% sure it's a Jersey. And the Jersey is a late bloomer, late producer. So the Jersey has no buds. We won't see any buds until much later. And the berries are very small. They're kind of more like wild blueberries if you went wild blueberry picking. Very small, very soft, very sweet. The Patriots are bigger. They have a more like tart flavor to them. When you are pruning your blueberries, the same type of process happens with all of the pruning of fruit that we've been doing. You start with the 3 Ds: diseased, dead, or damaged, and then step 2 is kind of working on opening up the middle of the plant, trying to create that nice goblet style form with lots of space in the middle for airflow and light flow. It really helps strengthen the plant and helps it produce more abundantly. And then step 3 is actually we're going to try to take off, I believe the rule of thumb is around 30% of the blueberry bush every season. Ours are so little still. I think by the time we're done pruning out like the dead and the damaged and like the weak stuff in the middle, I think we're probably going to be at that 30%, so we might not take out the long branches of the older branches. Later on, in like a few years, when these guys are bigger, we will be able to take out like full branches that are done. They've spent their berry production, and all of the new canes that pop up you'll be able to see are much more vibrant and strong. So I'll get a close-up for you guys to see. I wanted to quickly just show you guys our ground cover that we love using. This is a type of lamium from Proven Winners, and it spreads really well. What we love about it is that the foliage is this like almost like minty green with darker green edging, and it's soft, like velvety. It's very like frosty looking, and they have different varieties. There's a pink blooming and a purple blooming. We have both. This is a pink blooming, but it's like a beautiful carpet of this like minty frosty green, and then these blooms that just pop up everywhere. and we love it so much. We use it as much as possible in our garden. Okay, so this is what I'm thinking is the Patriot. If you look down in the center of the plant, you can start to see some of the dead, diseased, and damaged. Right here, we have a damaged tree branch. And so I'm going to take that out, but I'm also going to check to see if this part is actually alive. It feels like it might be okay. I'm hesitant to take it out yet. I know that this part is definitely dead, so we're going to take that part out. You can tell that this is a really like baby plant because we only have 1, 2, 3, 4 branches on this entire shrub. You can see the new growth from last year looks very different than this old growth, and typically this is the type of stuff that you would look for when you're looking for that, okay, let's get rid of 30% of the shrub. But some of this old growth is dead, and I'll show you that. Like this whole branch is dead up here. So we'll cut that part out. But on the other side, this part, it has blooms up there. So I don't want to take out the whole thing, but we will be looking for parts that we can clear out. There isn't a whole lot going on in the middle that we really need to look out for. So if you follow it up, you can see this whole half of that is actually completely dead. So I'm actually going to take out this whole side, and I'm pretty sure this is going to take care of whatever 30% rule was going to be there. It's looking a little sideways, which is why I'm like hesitant to take out this one, because I want it to kind of grow that way, because also this part is completely dead too, so we have to take out that part as well. So we're taking out quite a bit of this plant. I see some other dead stuff. And what's left on top, which is what we want the blooms and the production to be at the top of the plant anyway, all of the leaf foliage at the top of the plant instead of at the bottom, because that would introduce more diseases and insects. So I'm gonna leave that there for right now. All of the blooms are at the top. It's nice and cleaned out at the bottom. We took away the dead and broken, didn't see any diseased. This one looks really new too. So we're gonna go on to our Jersey blueberry. This one is dead. I'm not sure if you can see the color difference, but like this one's a nice like yellow, orangey yellow, and this is just totally sunken in tan. So we're gonna take that one out. Well, there's not a lot of crisscrossing down here. Nope, that's dead. I'm gonna cut that out. Oh, daffodil, sorry, buddy. Taking out that one. We took off some of the dead tips that we found. When this thing starts blooming more, I'm gonna come back through, and when it's blatant what is alive and what is dead, I'll come and give it a once over. So the very last thing that we do is going to be fertilizing. We're using Espoma's Berry Tone. It has a little bit more of like an acidifier in it that the blueberries like. And if you just read the back, established plants, 1 cup in the drip line. So it's kind of tricky to do it here with all of the lamium, but the lamium loves it. All right, so thank you guys so much for watching this video on pruning blueberries. Oh, Lexi's going after a spider. Lexi? Lexi, find it. Where's this way? Thank you guys so much for watching this video on pruning blueberries. I hope that it was semi-educational, even though our blueberries are still so little right now. Hoping over the next few years we'll be able to add more to the process for you. If you liked this, you can subscribe to our channel to continue learning, and I hope you have a great day. Happy spring!